And ooh, okay, first things first, we got some utility blades. So that's looking interesting there so far. Then we have some paperwork. And we got this bag right here. And man, oh man, they have, ooh, hold on a second. Do they have an out the front utility knife? We got to find out what this thing is here. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got this sort of Alcantara looking pouch here. And here is the knife. Now, everybody and their mothers are doing a utility blade these days. The craze is absolutely taking off. And I want to say, do we have aluminum? It definitely feels like we have aluminum, right, going on this one. Carbon fiber inlays, that's also a nice touch. Why did we have to do Nedfoss big old branding, billboarding in the middle? I don't know. Seems like maybe they could have done away with that. They do have a very nice end logo, which I much prefer as compared to the whole branding. But even the aluminum here is nice, and you see this micro milling, the way this thing is made, right? Good seal here with some additional lines here for grip. Love to see that all the way around. And then of course here's the switch at the top. And a very nice grain, right? Definitely do dig the green. Got these grooves here, right? The little curvature from my index finger, middle finger, right? The rest of the fingers. So that absolutely helps. It's a little bit on the taller side. But here we go. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Ooh, come on now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to the acoustics there for a second. There's like a little ding going on there. All right, out the front utility blade. I think Chavez has an out the front utility blade. I think maybe one other brand, but at least that I know of. There could be more, so let me know in the comments if I'm missing any. But I know Chavez for sure. And this is very interesting the way they did this one here, where we have very sort of futuristic looking casing for actually holding on to the utility blade itself. We'll take a look at that in a moment. I'm noticing the thick pocket clip, which this could be easily reversible if you needed to. So just undo the 2 screws, turn it around, 180, and then just mount it the other way. So easily reversible with the linear hole back there. But now let's see. We have, I want to say stainless steel. Has to be, there we go, or at least some sort of steel. Somebody was saying in the comments, Miguel, it doesn't necessarily mean it's stainless steel, it could just be steel. And I'm like, you know what, that's right. So we just got steel, kind of a mounting here for the blade. We got, of course, aluminum here, still getting a little bit of pull from the hardware. But other than that, maybe some pull from the inside, some liners, steel pocket clip. And the real question is, how does this work? Now, I have a theory, and this is just how intuitive this is. I haven't even looked at the instructions, but you have this tab right here, and this tab is holding onto the blade from this side. So I'm assuming if you push here or put down, then you can easily remove the blade. Look at that. How easy was that? Right, piece of cake, same thing if I want to load the blade, or eventually the half of the blade is going to go dull, so you're going to turn it around, use the other half. So it's going to look something like this. Loading it back on, let go here until it clicks in place. Bam, click. Once it's clicked, it's not going anywhere, right? There's a little bit of rattling there, kind of like what you get from most OTFs. At least some of the older ones. I know some of the newer Microtechs have been doing away with the wiggle and rattle and stuff like that, but this is a budget OTF razor blade, so there's no issues there. But it is, yeah, definitely in place, not going anywhere. And again, very simple. You just push on this tab with your thumb and remove the blade. And it looks like they give you a good amount of blades. Well, we have at least, I'm sure, a good amount. Maybe we can take them out right here. I want to say, if I had to guess, maybe in the ballpark of maybe around 10 utility blades or so. So very easy to take them out. They're spring loaded. At least you have quite the number of utility blades to replace, which is one of the perks of utility blades, right? You don't have to worry about sharpening or dulling an edge, because you just always swap it around, flip it around, or just put on a brand new blade. All right, there we go. That is locked and loaded. And I actually have a very few to compare this one with here in just a moment. But I want to say the action is pretty good, as you would expect from an OTF. Yeah, I don't see anything out of place, and I'm surprised they pulled this thing off in such a nice, cohesive way, if I'm being honest. We have quite a few. We have the new just released on Amazon E20. Right, this one is a razor blade and then a few other things as well. Kind of like a razor blade, kind of slash multi-tool in a way. We, of course, got the USA-made Rivery Zero, very elegant. right? I guess in a way this could be an out the front, even though, you know, you're moving one piece, the blade is behind it. So it could technically fall under that category. That is technically an OTF, but this is a manual OTF, so you roll with that. So you got those two. And I got two more here to wrap things up. We got the Drop Bear, Kizer Drop Bear Utility. Absolutely one of my favorites here with the acrylic see-through scales. And they're also micro milled. And another crazy one is the OKNIFE U1 Ultra. This one has a, I want to say ceramic blade if I'm not mistaken, which that thing is absolutely insane how sharp it is. So here we go, side by side. These are obviously folders, not out the fronts like this one is, and the other two models we just looked at. But you know, you got choices out there, right, with the ever-growing popularity of the utility blade. But of course, let's go ahead and get scientific with it here, shall we? Again, piece of paper. Oh man, come on now. Obviously, that's not going to be an issue at all. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, with a razor blade, you do run into, you know, like the cutting path is very short, but the geometry is very slim. So, you know, kind of has some pros and cons there. But yeah, and anything that is actually cutting, I mean, this thing is a laser. A little bit of this cardboard is dual wall, so we're going to go left to right. I mean, not even sweating it. Where the only thing I wish we had here was, oh, we can actually even forward choke all the way up here, which is nice. The little tab that you use to change the blade, it's a little bit on the thin side, so I don't like putting my thumb there. So putting my thumb a little bit further up feels a little bit better. But yeah, needless to say, it cuts so good, no doubt about it. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.